Hello, good
Good
evening, everyone,
evening.
and welcome to New Normal, New World. We are so happy to be back. We were gone for a while, but tonight you are with us. Thank you for being here. Ian, it's good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing great, Kathy. How are you? Nice to see you
I'm
after
good.
three
I'm
weeks.
good. I know. So, dito maulan. I am streaming live from Taguig City. How are you? Ikaw naman, Ian. Where are you streaming live from?
I'm streaming live from Pasig City naman, all the
From
way here in Marcos
Pasig.
Highway. Oo.
Okay. So, kayo, just please engage with us. Kwentuhan tayo. Most of you are home already at this time. It's 8:16. Yung mga guests natin ngayong gabi, excited kami kakwentuhan sila because one is from Canada, Alberta, Canada, and one is from Detroit, Michigan. So, mga Pinoy din sila and magkakwentuhan tayo kasi very interesting yung mga differences in how we are coping with this pandemic. Kamustahin natin sila, kamusta ba ang mga Pinoy doon. At very interesting, Ian, yung guests natin kasi magkaiba yung trabaho nila, tsaka yung experience nila bilang magkaiba din yung country kung nasaan sila ngayon. Pero bago yan, let's talk about yung episode natin nung nakaraan.
Yes, Kathy. Our last episode noong June 10 was entitled Studying Abroad in a Pandemic. We had two wonderful guests who took us through their journey and how exactly it is to work and study abroad. We had the CEO and the marketing coordinator from Alma Armada and Company Limited. So they've been able to help a lot of Filipinos to go to Canada, and they guided them to build a life there. And the episode actually this evening is inspired, or at least it's a continuation in a way of the episode we had on June 10th. Because we realized that there are a lot of people, a lot of Filipinos who had gone abroad, and it's interesting how their lives have changed for the better. So we wanted to continue that story that our guest from last time told us about. So we continued with this evening's episode. So I'll continue with this evening's episode, Kathy, which is entitled "Filipinos in a Foreign Land in this Pandemic." So it takes us in the same area, as you mentioned earlier, Canada and US. So we'll be talking to two special guests this evening who will tell us about their experiences.
Yes, so we're excited. Ladies first. Dalawa sila, no? So ladies first tayo. I am excited to talk to
True.
this lady. Kasi I've known her since she was a kid. I'm not sure ilang taon siya back then. So right now, she's a beautiful young lady. And
Now left foot. Right foot. Now left foot. Right foot. Now left foot. One hand. One hand. One hand.
let's watch. Okay,
Two hands. Two hands. Two hands. Hit your rollie. Hit that rollie. Do your dance. Do your dance. Now lean with it. Rock with it. Lean with it. Rock with it.
all right. So, kwentuhan tayo ngayong gabi. Asan ka siya dyan? Tignan natin. Kausapin natin siya.
Oo nga.
Alin siya dun sa tatlo. What's your guess? Mukhang nandun siya
Tama.
sa kaliwa. Ayan! Ladies and gentlemen,
Ayun.
she is a registered nurse and she is living right now in Michigan, in Detroit, Michigan, but she's a traveling nurse. So, sige, kwentuhan muna kami. By the way, she is the daughter of my former boss back in ABS-CBN. And super love ko yung boss na yon. And hindi ka nagtatrabaho ako sa ABS-CBN if hindi mo kilala yung mommy niya. Ayun. Kasi she's an institution na in ABS-CBN, si Miss Dory Camacho, and she has an equally beautiful daughter, Miss Angela Camacho. Hello,
Hi.
Angela.
Hi, good morning or good
Hi,
evening
Angela.
sa Philippines.
What time is it there?
Good evening.
Right now it's like 8:20 in the morning.
8:20 in the morning. So sakto, gabi naman sa atin. Pero Thursday. So dyan,
12
what day
hours.
is it?
Thursday morning.
Thursday morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Delayed sila. So
I
Angela,
just got out of work.
you just got out of work. Yay!
Yeah.
The schedule worked out. So thank you so much for being here. So ladies and gentlemen, you can engage with us. You can ask questions dun sa mga guests natin. I'm excited, Ian, kasi this is the first time we're gonna hear from a frontliner. I've been wanting to guest a nurse sa ano
Yes,
natin, sa show
absolutely.
natin. Kasi we tackle issues about the pandemic. Kasi nga we're normal, new world, and we'll get stories from Angela. Sige, Ian, ask the first question muna.
Sige. Hi, Angela. We're wondering, please tell us about your migration story. Why was your destination now your choice of location?
So
And,
basically, oh yeah. Continue.
Sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah, so basically I was like born in New Jersey, but I grew up back in the Philippines. So studied college and then ended up graduating with a BSN. So nursing, and then I came back here in the US and pursued my career as a registered nurse. So basically, I spent 6 years in Texas. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. And then when COVID hit last year, Texas was like one of the states na talagang tinamaan ng malala ng COVID. And pretty much I felt like I was getting burnt out. And I needed a little bit of break. So the reason why I ended up being a travel nurse, I needed change of scenery. So this year I decided to actually be a travel nurse, and this is actually my third assignment as a travel nurse. So I've been to 2 assignments before this. It was first in Boston for 3 months, and then in Michigan as well, but Ann Arbor. I just finished a contract, and now I just started a new contract here in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, so
Yes.
Angela, question lang. You said you were burned out. Kwento mo sa amin how your life was back then, kaya ka na burnout.
So last year, we were getting like actually short staff everywhere. In demand yung nurses. So basically, they were actually begging all of us to like work extra hours. last year.
When,
Kasi,
when you say extra hours, ilan ba, first and foremost, ilang hours yung per day ang dapat yung i-render?
so usually for regular staff nurse, 36 hours. So 3 days in a week. We're only required to work 3 days in a week. I work in the medical surgical ICU back in Dallas. So COVID, everybody was like, on the ventilator, everybody was sick. So I used to work in a 32-bed ICU that we actually ended up expanding to 50 beds because we were like so busy. And that was only like a small hospital that I was working in. So basically, we started already short staff, and then they added more beds. So you could imagine we didn't have enough critical care nurses to take care of all these sick patients. So yun nga, like they were basically begging us, giving us incentives to actually work extra hours. And like probably yung pinakamahaba na work ko na straight was actually 2 weeks straight working. And I'm a night shift nurse as well. So you could imagine na sobrang hirap niya sa body. So physically and mentally.
Yeah. So, kwento mo sa amin, what was the parang worst yung situation na experience mo? Pinaka-challenging na lang. I mean, para it would sound more positive. What was the most challenging experience you had during that time? Yung peak nung COVID there.
Yung peak, okay. So, when COVID was like starting, and then we actually, ang rule before sa ICU namin, we could actually accept like visitors in the ICU. And then just for like safety of everyone, pati staff, we ended up not accepting visitors at all. So I feel like ang hardest na nangyari during COVID times was whenever like a patient is like dying, they can't have anybody at the bedside with them. We literally were just FaceTiming family members just to give them updates and whatnot. And it's very hard to see, yung family member mo na you can't be with them while they're dying. Because like COVID was new, we didn't know what, basically, I feel like everybody was just winging it in the beginning. Like we don't have any treatments at all. We didn't know anything about COVID. So I feel like everybody was just like trying to experiment which remedy will help or like cure COVID. So it was just a bit depressing on like healthcare workers as well, just to, if I can like tell you a story that actually like hit hard. I had a patient that was Hispanic, and he was in his 30s, very, very sick. He didn't have any history at all. And the sad part is the family members couldn't even, see him in person. And the doctors already told them na, we already exhausted all our efforts and whatnot. And basically he's dying. And the family wanted to do everything to save his life. And then one night, I was taking care of this patient for like how many days in a row. One night, the doctor called me and was asking to turn on the light in his room. So, sabi ko, ang weird. So, binuksan ko. Tapos sabi niya, pwede mong buksan yung window para makita namin where his room is. And then I opened I turned on the light, opened the blinds, and I looked down and I actually saw whole family members. Siguro mga 10 sila had candles and they were praying. downstairs sa parking lot,
Oh.
and they were looking up. So that actually like hit the spot. Kasi alam mo yun, they can't even see their family member and they're dying. And they actually continued that every day till he passed. So yeah, so every night they would go sa parking lot, do the same routine. They'll video call us, and yeah, so it's just kind of depressing in a way. So I feel like yung hardest.
Yeah. Is that why you make these TikTok videos? Kwento mo sa amin what you do during your downtime at the hospital.
So ayun. So yung mga pasyente namin, very, very sick, pero may mga times na, they've been here for like, 2 weeks, 1 month, na hindi naman sobrang busy. So, nagkakaroon kami ng downtime, and tinatry namin aliwin yung sarili namin. Kasi we usually just get like one break in a 12-hour shift because we were trying to conserve PPEs. Just to like, maaliw. Gagawin namin yung mga TikTok videos. And we'll actually like, we don't post them though, just because, just for fun. We started doing like TikTok dances and kind of like help
to entertain yourselves as well as the guests. The patients. Then.
Yes.
That's nice. Pero I have a question kasi Ian, Miss Dory, her mom, she's like a sister to me, no? She's very sensitive yung parang madali siya maiyak, madali niya ma-feel she's very empathetic. So are you like that as well, like your mom? Parang ang hirap nun kung nurse ka and you're very in touch with your feelings. What do you are you the same way?
Medyo. Pero like as a healthcare worker, like as a frontliner, and especially working with like very, very sick patients, I just feel like hindi naman sa manhead, parang you just have to like put a brave face, especially whenever you're interacting with patient's family. Kasi like binibigyan ka nila ng pagkakatiwala nila, and then parang if you act like you're scared or masyado kang vulnerable, parang ida-doubt ka nila na are you even, can you even take care of my family member or whatnot. You just have to like be strong for them as well kasi they can't be there at the bedside. Yeah, so I still like, kunyari lalabas ako, break, siguro iiyak ka lang for a little bit sa bathroom, balik ulit. Because you have another sick patient, basically. Like, hindi naman sa, wala kaming pake sa pasyente that just passed away, but you have like other sick patients to attend to.
Right. Ian, ilang layers ba yung anong alam mo about PPEs, Ian? Ilang layers ba yon? Confirm natin kay Angela kung tama.
Ay, ang ano?
I'm asking Ian kung ano
layers ng
guess,
PPE.
layers ng damit yung
yung PPE.
Oo, mga
It's just so nung una, we were very, kasi we didn't know like yung COVID, talagang sobrang cautious kami. Whenever we like have to like do patients, sobrang bilang lang yung mga nasa room. Kasi we didn't know how it spreads, like if droplet ba yan, airborne precaution or whatever. Pero we like started talagang with like bonnets, goggles. We'll have like sa shoe covers na up to like sa knee as well, and then like the gowns. So basically yung iba takot pa na dalawang, so one gown sa front, one gown sa back, just cause. Pero nagkaroon kami ng shortage with PPEs that we only ended up like just doing like reusable gowns as well afterwards. Nice. Pero imagine we had like a cold zone, hot zone. We called the COVID area hot zone, and they actually stopped like may ginawa sila something sa vent na parang yung flow ng air minimal lang para yung spread hindi masyadong malala. But we were wearing our PPEs for 12 hours basically, and we were like sweating. So para siyang sauna. Nabigyan ako ng weight pero hindi.
Nagsistress eating ka din. Ian, si Ian nag-freeze ba? Okay, let's show some pictures of Angel. Sige, can you tell us about this photo?
Oh, so yan, yung community, we had like one of the churches that surprised all of us. We came out from work and they were just actually like clapping whenever somebody was like coming out from the hospital, and it was actually heartwarming. Like sobrang saya namin because like they would even like cook for us. They'll bring us food to work just to like show their appreciation for the healthcare workers. And this wasn't just like one time. Like they will feed us like lunch at saka dinner, which is very, very nice of them.
Yeah, you definitely deserve it. Grabe. When you say 36 hours yung requirement of hours that you're supposed to be working, paano yung shifts nun? How many hours per shift?
So 12 hours. 12 hours per shift.
Okay.
Yeah. So, pero basically, all of us on
call.
And ang daming, talagang binibeg nila kami mag extra hours.
Right.
Dahil short talaga.
Well, Ian, yung sinabi ni Angela about the vent sa aircon, I heard nga that COVID kasi can spread din sa ganyan yung sa aircon. Yun daw, isa yun sa ways by which it's spread. Yung pag matagal ka nga rin sa enclosed area, you can really get it kasi dun sa vent nga. So anyway, Angel, what's the best experience naman? Would you consider that one when people were like applauding you as the best experience so far? Or is there any other experience that you'd like to share with us that you would consider as the best?
I feel like as like a team in the ICU, it actually made us stronger. Doon mo makikita yung mga ka-work mo parang as family na rin. Kasi we like worked a lot, all of us. So basically, parang kami-kami lang din magkakasama during that pandemic. And you can't go anywhere else when it was like a lockdown. So yung mga essential workers lang talaga yung pwedeng lumabas before. And you can't do anything else na So basically kami magkakasama araw-araw, nagbaband. And we all went through rough times and whatnot. Doon ko nakita talaga yung teamwork dun sa floor namin. So doon lang, yun, parang feel ko yun yung best.
Yeah. How many years have you been practicing nursing?
Almost 7 years.
Tagal na din. Wow. Ian, tumatanda na kami ni Ian. Kilala ko to ng bata pa siya. 7 years na siya nag-work.
Pero the 7 years sa States ka, you're not practiced anywhere, no? In the States, location mo, even as a flying nurse, so you just fly around the States.
So most of my experience was in that one hospital in Dallas, which is Methodist Charlton. Tapos recently lang, this year lang yung nag-travel nurse ako. Medyo late in the game na ako kasi I don't know if you guys heard, travel nurses were like making a lot of money last year. Bigyan ko lang kayo ng example, pero I didn't have that opportunity we had like a lot of staff. We were already short back in Dallas. We had a lot of staff leave kasi the money was too good. Sa New York, they were offering $10,000 per week.
Wow.
It was,
Wow.
you know, talagang ang laki ng money. Pero wala nang COVID ngayon. So,
When you're a travel nurse, what do you do? Bakit anong difference niya dun sa regular nurse?
so travel nurses, talagang they get paid a little bit more than a regular staff nurse. Kasi dun ka pumupunta sa kung saan short staff or like in demand. Like nung talagang hit hard ang Texas, California, and New York, they were actually giving a lot of like incentives for like other nurses to like just fly and work for their hospitals kasi they were getting like slammed with like very sick patients.
Right. Oh my. Oh, and Angela shared with us as well that when you're in your PPE already, parang syempre it's hard to remove everything again. So, paano kung may call of nature? You need to go to the restroom.
Either yun nga kasi we were trying to like conserve PPEs as well. But there's actually like a right way to like gown up and like remove like the PPEs kasi para hindi tayo mag cross contamination. Ayan, yan yung isa sa PPEs namin. This is called the PAPR. So basically ito ang medyo okay pa to kasi parang may aircon ka sa loob, may fan.
Kailangan yan ng bawat Pinoy. Mainit masyado dito.
Ay, nako. Yan ang parang medyo okay pa na PPE and you could like stay a little bit longer. Battery operated siya. Tapos may parang airflow talaga. But we normally just wear like N95s with like goggles and like face shield, which is sobrang init. Tapos, we bring our own fans.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Talagang, yung iba pa nga bumibili pa sa Amazon yung nakasabit dun sa neck just to like keep them cool.
Ventilated. Yeah.
Right. Kaya kanya-kanyang discarte na lang nung pandemic.
Oh, your mom is here pala. She's watching. Hi, Miss Dory. You make us proud of you, anak. She said.
Hi, Mom.
I saw her comment. All right. So, Ian, do you have a question?
Yes. I wanted to ask Angela how things are in the U.S. today. I know a lot of them vaccinated, and well, there's still a pandemic. Health standards have probably adjusted by this time. So, how is everything there?
So right now, I feel like everything's back to normal. A lot of people dito sa Michigan, well, Texas, you know how like Americans are like, oh, we have our rights and whatnot. Texas probably just closed down for like a month, and then after that they opened everything up, but they were still like mandated to wear masks. Pero ang Texas ang isa sa pinakaunang state that actually like lifted their mask mandate. And then now here in Detroit, like full capacity, and I feel like everybody's just like over with COVID. Just like last weekend, we tried to like go to like a restaurant, and maybe I like went to like 3 or 4 kasi it was like all fully booked. You should like either go there early or like get reservations because everybody's just trying to go out.
Okay.
And, like they're living like normal now.
Normally. So so things have normalized there. It's not as strict anymore. Like sabi mo, there's no more mask wearing. How about the numbers though? Did it go up again because of the lifting of these protocols?
So to be honest, like what I've seen here in the hospital, so the reason why I ended up going to Michigan in the beginning, because they had like another surge with COVID, probably that was like 2 months ago, and they were needing more nurses. But when I was working in that hospital, we ended up like after a month working there, they closed up the COVID unit kasi nag-decline yung rate ng COVID. So ngayon, parang mix na yung patients sa ICU. Wala na siyang like, oh, just COVID patients or whatnot.
Okay.
And I feel like, yeah, a lot more people are getting vaccinated. The government here, actually, they even give incentives. Like I went to the mall the other day. Tapos, there was like a little clinic for COVID vaccine. And they would actually give you like a $50 gift card to get your shot. As in,
Seriously?
like, sabi ko, bakit hindi ko kinuha yung COVID shot ko dito? Pero it was like, people were getting vaccinated, you know, like little incentive.
Right. Ako, the only incentive I got here in my area where I got my shot was a lollipop. Parang, well, kasi
At
parang
least may lollipop.
At least may lollipop. Oh, not all cities meron nun eh. Kasi di ba, it's associated with vaccines, no? May lollipop ka after. Sa inyo, Ian, did you even get a lollipop? Because I had one.
No lollipop. Photo wall lang.
No lollipop. Photo wall lang. Hey, Angela, anong vaccines nyo dyan sa area nyo?
So yung pinakauna na naging available was actually Moderna and Pfizer. Okay. And then J&J became available because those two, Moderna and Pfizer, dapat 2 shots siya. And then some people opted just having just 1 shot, which is the J&J. Pero there was like an issue with Johnson & Johnson that people were having like blood clots. So they kind of like stopped it, and then they just actually recently put it back on the market, made it available. And I actually have the J&J shot. So I just, just want to make sure like just keep active para walang clots.
So yeah, I was gonna ask you that. So J&J yung sayo. Okay. Yeah. Angela, thank you so much. We'll be putting you lang backstage kasi right now, but we'll bring you back later, ha? Kasi we will be introducing. Yeah, we'll see you later. Just wait for us. We'll bring you back on screen. But right now, we'll go to from Michigan. We're going to Alberta, Canada, and we have with us our special guest. He was one of my colleagues before in ABS-CBN from ABS-CBN Corporate Communications. He was one of our studio tour guides. Kasi Ian, in ABS, we choose our studio tour guides. Kailangan guwapo ka, kailangan para kang flight steward. Ganon yun, model. Yun ang requirement sa totoo lang. Kasi you're the front. So he's another frontliner. So, ladies and gentlemen, kamustahin natin si Mr. Limuel Hayag Villela. Hi, Limuel. Tawagin natin
House
si
up in the
Limuel
Philippines
on
to Fashion
screen.
Week in New York. It's been a long journey for Filipino-Canadian Limuel Villela, but with grit and tenacity, his fashion career is now taking off.
Kahit porke pumunta tayo sa ibang bansa, o dito sa Canada o sa Amerika, hindi doon natatapos yung mga pangarap natin kasi libre yung pangangarap.
Villela was born to a poor family in Quezon Province in the Philippines. After working in different homes as a domestic helper, Villela eventually found the means to sponsor his education. From then, he went on to work as a fast food chain manager, flight attendant, pageant title holder, and now, fashion model. Last February, Villela landed a gig as the only Filipino to walk the runway for ASC Fashion Week, one of the shows during New York's Fashion Week.
When I met him during New York Fashion Week, it was the last minute he came into me, and I had all my models dressed up already, so I had no outfit for him. So he came like 3 times, and then the 4th time, and I said yes to him.
After nun, sabi sa akin, sige na nga, isuot mo na to. Tapos nagulat siya, ako pala magiging feature model.
Now, Villela is helping younger Filipinos achieve their dreams by establishing a fashion event company in Calgary. International fashion designers, as well as the city's Filipino community, heavily supported Villela's first ever fashion show.
Ito yung organization na kung saan binibuild namin yung mga young generation, lalo na yung mga nabully, yung mga na-feel nila na parang rejected sila.
He's helped train a lot of the models, and he's brought the community together. As you can see, there's a lot of people around, and the platform that he has is celebrating diversity.
With his modeling career in a fashion company taking off, Villela hopes that his success will pave the way for other Filipinos to be successful in this field. Cuevano, ABS-CBN News, Calgary.
Wow! Sige, let's put him on
Grabe.
screen. Sabi sa'yo ibang level yan
Oo.
Pang on-cam yan actually. Hi, Limuel, kamusta
All-star
dyan?
talaga.
Anong oras
Magandang-
naman
Hi,
dyan ngayon?
Limuel.
Magandang gabi sa Pilipinas. Good morning dito sa Canada. Right now, 6:48 in the morning. I just came back from my
6:40?
flight. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And Thursday sa inyo, Thursday.
Thursday, July
Thursday
1. Actually,
morning.
today is Canada Day.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's
So,
holiday,
ano
yes.
pala dyan? So, may festivities ba dyan? At saka saan ka galing? Kwentuhan mo kami.
I just flew back from Montreal and Quebec City. So yeah, we just did a little short vacation with Mommy A, and yes, and check the airport, the tourist spot, and we want to share the experience to other people here in Canada that are flying now is very safe here in Canada, domestic flights.
I see. So, kwentuhan mo kami ng migration story mo. Actually, kanina medyo kwento na rin sa video, no? Ladies and gentlemen, he's the founder and CEO of Spotlight. I don't know how to pronounce this. Corona International.
Coron.
Kapag hindi ka sure sa enunciation, just say it fast para
Yes,
hindi halata.
Con. It's a French word.
It's a French word. And
Yeah.
the LHV Films, LHV is his initials.
Yes.
Production. Galing. Ang dami mong ginagawa. So, kwentuhan mo kami, paano ka ba napunta sa Canada? And has this always been your dream to live there?
It's a part of my dream. I remember when that time I still working with ABS-CBN, and during my break I'm sending my resume to some agency in Makati, and then I asked Sir Aaron, I need to go. I need to go somewhere, because I'm thinking I'm not young and at that time anymore, so I wanna explore and establish my life. Not only my life, but for my family. I just want to give them a better life. So and of course, bring all the skills, knowledge that I have as a Filipino here in Canada. So and of course, Canada is one of the best country to live. So
Wow. So, paano yun? Parang you applied for, kasi there's several ways to enter Canada, di ba?
yes.
How did you work on your migration?
I started as a very humble OFW. So I work in a fast food industry, and then I dream like, okay, I'm not saying I don't want to be in the fast food for the rest of my life, but I know I have this kind of goal and vision that I want to stay here in Canada. So I need to get a better position, like what they call this high qualification and position, because here you need to be like high skilled to apply a permanent that's the best way to apply for a permanent resident. Yeah. So from dishwasher to number one restaurant general manager across Canada. So I awarded as number one restaurant general manager across Canada. Then after that, I think the sky is calling me. Then I apply. This is everyone's dream and my dream as well to be a flight attendant. And I know every Filipinos, they want to be a flight attendant too. Like our young generation, they want to fly, right, and explore the world. And and fortunately that time I am like I kind of scared, but because I'm only
Mm.
the Asian applicants there. But you know what? That time, like ako Filipino, like matigas ang ano ko, ang dibdib ko, and
Mm.
alam ko na kaya kong pasukin yung ganong industry kasi hindi ko naman sinasabi na there is a discrimination, pero ramdam mo yung place para sa mga ibang lahi lang, di ba? Parang
Yeah.
halimbawa, parang sa mga Canadian lang, ito yung specific job, ito yung sa Pilipino. Pero sa Canada, again, wala naman discrimination. Kaya lang, kitang-kita mo yung mga industry na talagang yung yung mounty yung numbers ng mga Filipino. Isa na nga doon
Mm.
yung airlines industry. Pero
Mm.
yun nga, sa awa ng Diyos, na nakuha ko yung trabaho. So, actually, 6-7 years na ako ngayon sa airlines industry.
Wow. So hanggang ngayon pala flight steward ka.
Right now, because of the pandemic, ako, inactive,
Ah,
like furlough ako,
hindi
inactive
muna. Yeah.
employee. Pero
Right.
I'm still connected with the company.
Right.
Right now, they're starting to call all the cabin crew and pilots. So that's why I did a little trip. Makatawagan nila ako. Bumalik na ako
Mm.
sa paglipad. However,
Pwede mo ba sabihin which airline? Kasi kami ni Ian
yes.
gusto namin pumunta dyan sa Canada. Hindi pa kami nakapunta.
We have two like biggest airlines here in Canada, yung Air Canada tsaka WestJet Airlines. So right now, nasa WestJet ako. So
Okay.
yes.
WestJet.
So Ian,
Okay.
gusto
Then,
namin
well, I
ikaw
was-
ang ano. Go ahead.
Oo. Limal, I'm just curious. You're part of so many industries, from flight steward to fashion to marami kang pinasok. Alin dun yung first love mo? Yung masasabi mo, yun talaga yung dream mo, yung passion mo?
I think lahat naman love ko sila. Parang isa akong magulang na yung mga anak ko yung mga pangarap ko para sa pamilya ko. Pero siguro yung favorite ko yung part na yung hindi ba sa profession, yung passion ko mismo, yung pagiging ako, siguro yung fashion industry kung saan binida ko yung husay at galing ng lahing Pilipino. Kasi that time kasi during sa New York nung explore ko yung New York way back is parang I feel like siguro baka ma-discriminate ako dito, nakakatakot, hindi ako siyempre hindi naman tayo matangkad hindi naman tayo katangkaran like 6-footer, ayun yung mga Pilipino, di ba? So doon ko na prove na parang hindi ko lang pala dinala yung sarili ko, pati yung pagiging Pilipino natin nadala ko rin pala. So kaya love na love ko siya. And at the same time ngayon nagagawa ko na hindi na ako active sa runway, however may mga pangarap na binibigyan ko ng pagkakataon at spotlight, especially yung mga bata sa company namin sa Spotlight Coron International, or we call it SCI. So kaya love ko siya, hindi lang mismo sa sarili ko kasi mas natuturuan namin at naibibigay namin yung mga pangarap ng mga kabataan. So to develop their personality.
Yeah. Limwell, kasi you're studying film. Tapos
Yes.
You also have this advocacy, yung may feeding program kayo. Tapos you're also selling fashion masks. Parang yun yung nagfo-fund para dun sa advocacy. So kwento mo sa amin, saan ba nanggaling yung idea ng fashion masks, and sino ba kasama mo dito, and saan pwede umorder pag may interesado?
Okay, that time kasi during pandemic naisip namin na parang actually that pandemic siguro isang linggo or ilang araw ako para nag-isip na parang ano kaya mangyayari sa mundo. So ngayon, di ba nauso yung mga garden. So naging rin ako yung plantito. So and that time parang na-refresh yung mind ko na I think we need to do something. So yung lumabas ngayon yung designer from the Philippines na namin we are willing na ibenta at kunin yung trademark ng design ng SCI para ibenta sa Canada, sa US, sa UK and Australia. So nabenta namin yung mga mask na yon sa iba-ibang country. So with my business partner Alvin Francia and of course the SCI company. And doon yun yung naging yun yung naging fuel para makatulong sa Pilipinas kasi hindi ko naman sinasabi na magaan ang buhay namin dito, but we are supported by the government. So talagang talagang ang gobyerno binibigyan talaga kami ng suporta lahat ng pamilya. Pag sinabing stay home talaga, they will like walang problema sa suporta ng government. So what we did is to share kung ano nakukuha namin sa government at the same time yung kinikita namin sa mass. So nag-start nga dyan yung butil ng pag-asa para dun sa mga pamilya na talagang nangangailangan during that time. Siguro more or less
Community pantry, no? Community pantry.
Iba pa yung community pantry kasi yung community pantry is ito na lang kasi yung butil ng pag-asa since then yun na talaga yung heart ng SCI kasi we're not just only a business, we are also we are helping people. So yun yung pinaka charity namin ng mga project with SCI, with our company, yung butil ng pag-asa. So kahit walang pandemya, andyan ang butil ng pag-asa tumutulong sa bawat pamilya. So we help more than 1,000 families during the pandemic with butil ng pag-asa. And then pumasok na yung kislap ng pangarap kasi that time yung mga bata during Christmas malungkot sila, wala silang gamit school. So tinulungan namin din yung mga bata nung Pasko. And now ito na yung community pantry para kasi gusto namin maki-join sa nangyaring viral sa Pilipinas, di ba? So gusto namin ipakita rin na makikibahagi kami sa community pantry. So ayan na nga, naging butil ng pag-asa community pantry wherein napakarami namin natulungan dyan. So with the help of marami ring sponsor sa mga project namin.
So Limbel, question lang. Kasi you have such a good and generous heart. Ang dami mong projects na to help others. Saan ang gagaling to? Bakit ganun na lang yung desire mo to help other people?
You know what? Kapag inagaas sa akin yung mga tao ng ganyang question, nagiging akong sensitive, nagiging akong emotional. Sorry. Kasi siguro yung pinagdaanan ko sa buhay, kasi people is always they're always surprised kung ano yung narrative, kung ano ko ngayon, kung ano yung achievement ko, like grabe Limuel, paano mo ginagawa lahat yan, paano mo dinidivide yung oras mo, paano ka nag-iisip. Sabi ko siguro yung hugot ko lang doon is yung pinagdaanan ko sa buhay na ang hirap palang magutom, ang hirap palang maging mahirap, ang hirap palang mawala. So nung time na nagkaroon ako, pinangako ko sa sarili ko na whatever success and achievement na makukuha ko sa buhay ko is i-share ko talaga no matter what. So yun yung siguro kaya napakadaming blessing, marami nagmamahal sa akin because hindi yun na talaga yung part. Yun na yung part talaga ng siguro yung purpose ni God sa akin na right. Tatanggalin kita sa madilim na daan. So something like that. So nung naano ko yung yung success at saka hindi na mas pagano kahit parang medyo nakakalwag ako, parang ang sarap-sarap pang bigay. Parang yung pagbibigay, yun na yung fulfillment namin. Hindi lang ako, pati ng pamilya ko. So yung pamilya ko na inspired din sa akin, yung kapatid ko. Kumbaga hindi man kami mayaman pero we give. Siguro yun lang yung yun lang yung ko. Yun lang yung feelings ko.
Yeah, ang heaven's economy is the more you give, the more you receive.
Indeed,
so,
yes.
Kaya ka lalong binibless. Ian, you want to ask Limuel about the situation in Canada?
Yeah, it seems through these projects, Limuel, you have adapted your activities to the circumstances. I was wondering, how has your business and your other endeavors been affected by the pandemic, and how have you coped?
You know what? During pandemic, it's opened lots of doors for me. I'm so surprised. I thought na talagang psychologically, emotionally babagsak magbe-breakdown talaga ako kasi syempre yung business namin, nag-close ang studio, nag-close ang shop, nawalan ako na-out ako sa flying. Parang sabi ko paano ako mag-start? And then yan. Then during that time na nagdi-distribute din kami dito ng food sa Canada, nakiki-join din ako sa mga ganong outreach. Parang na-inspire ako, sabi sa akin ni Mami, anak, ang galing mong mag-shot, ang galing mong mag-create ng story. Why not take a film course? And then ngayon nag-take ako ng film. So gagraduate na ako next year. So because of the pandemic because of the pandemic ngayon makakakuha na ako ng degree na dito sa Canada, ng Canadian degree dito sa Canada at plus film pa. So I want to use that platform yung film to share story, parang siyang mag-advocate ng kindness, ng hope sa lahat. Parang yung ako pag magdidirect ako or yung mga ginagawa ko, gagawin ko pa is basically is a kwento ng buhay, yung kwento kung paano tayong mga Pilipino is kung paano tayong yung resilience natin kasi ang Pilipino kahit saan mo itapon kasi lahat ng bansa may mga Pilipino talagang nakikipagsabayan tayo. So yun during pandemic nakup ko lahat ito because yun nga siguro na-inspire ako sa mga tao na talagang lumalaban, especially nanonood kanina kay sa ating nurse, na-inspire ako sa kanya. So nag-find way ako na ma-inspire ako.
Yeah. Wow. So, question, anong age ka nung nag-migrate ka sa Canada?
27.
27. Okay.
Yes.
And so, ilang years ka na nakatira ngayon dyan?
13, 14 years.
Tagal
14
na din. Yeah.
Yes. A citizen na ako. So right now I'm waiting for my Philippine citizenship kasi once na citizen ka na kailangan mag-apply ka ng citizen mo para ma-dual citizen ka. So ang hirap umuwi ng Pilipinas kasi yung mga foreigner, so I'm consider myself a foreigner kasi yung passport ko. So nag-apply ako ng Philippine Philippine citizenship para makabisit sa Philippines soon. Kasi yun yung pangarap ko is to do a first film, like feature film sa Philippines talaga for festival.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, and we've been watching your works.
Salamat
Ian,
po.
di ba? May shinare ako sa'yo na link dun sa ginawa niyang film recently. And galing. So, sobrang
so
galing.
much.
Madami ka pang, kumbaga, you'll go a long way. Kasi may eye ka for good shots and yung timing. Very good. Very good. And
Thank you.
we hope and pray that you'll have more opportunities to share what's in your heart, and God bless the works of your hands. Lastly, before we bring back si Angela, kamusta dyan sa Canada? Naka-mask ba ang mga tao? Normal na rin ba? Gaya dun sa US? Dun sa kunikwento ni Angela? Ganun na rin ba dyan?
Actually today is the first day na normal na ang lahat kasi parang today kasi ito nabasa ko lang yung update kasi I don't want to magkabigay ng maling information. So today is stage 3, July 1. All public and health measures have not been lifted except for isolation quarantine requirements and masking requirement in healthcare setting in public transit. So healthcare lang and public transit ang merong mga mask. However, ang mga indoor and outdoor events and gatherings, kaya today magpapiyas ang mga Canadian kasi wala nang limit sa mga indoor and outdoor na mga gatherings. So talaga normal, as in you can walk without mask. It's up to you kung gusto mo mag-wear ng mask. Pero yung mga yung public transit and mga health area, yun lang nakamask ka doon. So yeah, and I think dito sa province namin more than 70% na yung vaccinated, yung may first or double dose. Yes.
Herd immunity na. Kaya
yung sa first dose, yes. Pero I think ganun na kami. Yes.
I see.
And also the reason why as well is ang aming ang government, ang provincial is nagbigay I think ng $3 million, irarapon nila sa lahat nagpa-vaccine. Like manalo ka sa isa sa 1 million na tatlong 1 million ang pamimigay nila. $1 million.
Wow. Wow.
Ano yung
Grabe,
laking pera noon?
So nag-incentivize talaga, no? Yung mga
Yes.
first world countries like the USA and Canada,
Oh,
uh,
yes.
dun sa mga nagpa-vaccine. Anong vaccine na nilagay, in-administer sa'yo?
Actually, nakakatawa nga eh. Kasi
Mm.
yung first vaccine ko is AstraZeneca. And then after nun, parang kumunti yung kanilang supply. So ngayon is ang nagpa-vaccine naman ako ng Pfizer. So sabi nila mas mabisa daw 'yon kapag minix ang Astra sa
Seryoso?
Pfizer.
May
pero
ganung anggulo na ngayon, ah.
pero it's approved by the Health Canada.
Yeah,
So
right.
nagtitiwala lang ako sa Health Canada. Anyway, ang health naman dito is ang health services is libre naman dito sa
Excellent.
lahat.
Tsaka libre. Yeah.
Libre talaga, as in libre ang
Wow.
health services dito. So
Wow.
nag-trust na lang ako.
Congratulations.
I just do my
Yeah.
part. I just do my part as a good citizen.
Right.
So
Yeah, kasi mahirap naman problemahin pa natin pati yun. Hindi naman tayo scientist. Hindi naman tayo mga experts sa,
yes.
sa
At saka hindi matatapos ang lockdown kung hindi tayo makipag-cooperate.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's true. So, sige. Thank you, Limuel. We enjoyed
You're very welcome.
we enjoyed talking to you and asking about your story, your migration story, and what's happening to you right now. Let's bring back Angela. Hi, Angela. Yan. So, thank you so
Hi,
much sa inyong
Angela.
dalawa. Ian, would you like to ask them our
Yes.
final
Oo.
question?
So given your experiences, Angela and Limuel, what would you say are two key realizations that you've had? Angela, would you like to go first?
Angela, you're on mute, ha, here. Okay. Sige.
All right. So like, two main things that I've like learned from COVID is basically probably cherish like the moments you have with your family and friends, because family always comes first. Nung nangyari yung COVID, a lot of lives have been lost, like especially unexpected. So yun ang main thing na realize ko. And then probably learn to take care of yourself. Kasi last year, like most of us, like especially healthcare workers, we were overworked. So it really, pati yung mentally and physically, hindi naman kami robots at nagkakasakit din kami. So, ayun, siguro like self-care was another thing that I learned to do, and realized that we need to do more as well. Hindi lang lahat pera. Kaya, ayun, yung mga realizations natin. And very thankful ako sa like essential workers, because, everybody is like heroes. Hindi lang healthcare workers, pati yung mga, yung nag-work sa supermarket, yung mga delivery man, yung mga Amazon shopping natin that was made possible kasi during lockdown. So, ayun. So, yun yung mga learning.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. Totoo yun.
Thank you so much.
Totoo yung mga sinabi ni Angela. You cherish your health first and foremost, self-care, and then she said also to love your family, cherish your time with your family because life is too short. And for us to appreciate and honor our frontliners kasi iba yung role that they play. They really played a major role. Well, as far as Philippines, hindi pa tapos yung battle with
Yung
it.
laban.
Kumpara sa US tsaka sa Canada, hindi pa. But we're glad na kung nasaan kayo, your things are going back to normal. How about you, Limwell?
Limwell.
Thanks, Angela. How about you, Limwell? What are the top 2 things that you learned from this pandemic?
First of all,
Yeah.
ang masasabi ko lang, laban Pilipinas, okay? Andito tayo lahat. Lalaban lang tayo, okay? Sama-sama. And Angela, I really salute you and recognize you, and to all the health workers, frontliners. Maraming salamat talaga sa inyo lahat. Sa mga nanonood ngayon, maraming salamat. So, yung realization ko during pandemic, first, knowing your purpose and live the life, yung mabuhay ka dun sa buhay na gusto mong gawin, kasi life is too short. And tama si Angela, like value your family, kasi we don't know when, kasi itong pandemic na to nag-big case, nagbuklod sa bawat pamilya. And of course, if you have something, and if you can share, like share kindness, kasi sa ganitong sa ganitong sitwasyon, walang mayaman, walang mahirap, walang nasa Canada, walang nasa US, walang nasa Pilipinas. If you can share, again, share lang tayo na share. Yes.
All right, you're all about giving, both of you.
Yes.
Angela and Limwell. So, hey, thank you so much for being with us. Ang dami kaming natutunan.
Oo, maraming salamat. Mabuhay ang
Thank you for
Pilipino
having
kung
us.
saan man tayo.
Yeah,
Yes,
ingat
mabuhay.
kayo dyan. Salamat.
Thank you.
Angela, ha. Take care. So, yan. What is our takeaway for tonight? Ako, marami rin akong takeaway.
Would you like to go first?
Ako muna, kasi mas magaling ka mag-close. Well, I felt yung talking to Angela, yung difficulty, no, nung nandun mismo siya sa what's that? Yung battleground, so to speak.
Tama.
Our frontliners, yung ating medical staff practitioners were really put in a major spot na biglaan, 'di ba? Kasi lalo na she's very young, and a lot of other siguro new grads parang na-push sila to become, to be in that position. It's important to take care of yourself before you're able to pour into others. So parang wag ka rin magi-guilty na you're taking care of yourself muna. Kasi it's in taking care of yourself that you can take care of others. Kasi kung ikaw magkasakit, then kawawa naman yung iba around you. And also, I learned from Limwell that grabe yung yung drive niya to succeed. And yung past niya, he didn't allow that to determine his future. Parang kumbaga yung past niya, he left it in the past, but that helped him become driven to get to where he's at right now, and he's making waves in Canada, and we're so proud of him, both of them, kasi they're making a difference where they are right now. And kumbaga ang definition ng success really is, of course, parang if we will watch, as we watch them, kumbaga, nasa country sila ng mas maganda yung situation, yung normal na sa kanila, pero ang layo ng nangyayari sa Pilipinas, hindi pa. Parang we're slowly getting there. Parang God has a purpose, gaya ng sinabi ng guests natin, may purpose lagi si God. So, wherever we are right now and whatever we're doing, and we know that the pandemic has pushed us to do a lot of new things, and it has transformed us in a lot of ways. Madaming shifts mindset, sa pag-change ng trabaho, we pivot here and there. And I believe that it's all about framing things well, putting things in perspective, and keeping your faith in God, and kung ano yung mo, again, stick to your why and yung purpose mo, and just do it. And then if you're doing that, then you're a success. You're succeeding in life regardless of what's happening around you.
That's right, Kathy. Nasabi mo na lahat.
Sorry naman.
Okay lang, inspiring kasi yung episode tonight. So let me just put a little bow on your perspective. Wherever we are now, it's a starting point. So it's never too late. It's never too early. It's the right time wherever we start with today. So for me, my takeaway is purpose and dream. We all have a purpose, regardless of what we're doing now. There's a purpose for it, and to always have a dream. To know that it's not just about us, but it's always about something bigger than us, which is always other people, our family, our nation, the world. But it's the journey that will define what takes us from today, this moment, to where we're supposed to be. So, purpose and dream for each and every one of us. So, that's my takeaway.
I say amen to that. So, thank you so much, everyone, for being with us tonight. New Normal, New World. Oh, by the way, Sustainable PH TV is where you can learn things about sustainability, everything and anything about sustainability.
Yes.
And this year, we will be having our very first Champinoy Awards, and we will also have some sustainability talks. And please watch out for that. And if you want to be a volunteer, like to be part of, and you'd like to be part of our Sustainable PHTV, whether backstage. By the way, we'd like to thank Mr. Lester Narito, who's
Thank you,
our
Lester. Our check
director
for this
for
evening.
tonight. Thank you so much, Lester, for being
Thank
here,
you.
for helping us out. And if you want to be a technical director, or if you want to be in front of the camera, Angela and Limuel, kung gusto nyo rin, please let us know. We have a sign-up sheet where you can volunteer with us, and para dun sa special events natin this year. Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much,
Thank
and
you, everyone. See you.
have a great
See you
evening.
next time.
God bless you.
Bye.
Thank
God
you.
bless.